Citation searching is sometimes called following citation trails or cited reference searching. Citation trails work in two directions. The articles that your relevant article has cited in its references or bibliography are backward citation trails. The articles that have cited your relevant paper are forward citation trails. To find backward citation trails when you have access to the article is relatively simple. These are the references and bibliography at the end of a paper. You can search for these articles by searching for the article title in Library Search or Google Scholar. Backward citation trails are useful because the references at the end of an article show us what publications informed the author's work. They substantiate facts, and they demonstrate what work the author has learned from, built upon or refuted. The references look back in time to what the author considered at the time of publication. The remainder of this video is going to focus on forward citation trails. Unlike examining references at the end of the article, a forward citation trail or cited reference search lets you move forward in time to see how an article was used after it was published. Were the conclusions affirmed or refuted? Did the author use the findings or data in an interesting way? What improvements or modifications have been introduced? You may want to do this kind of search to follow a trail of research or to examine research impact. You may also want to try this if your feedback is asking you for more current research. There are several ways you can locate cited references or do a forward citation trail search. Google Scholar is a great place for finding cited references that may not be available in other places such as databases. Journal web pages also sometimes record this information. And finally, Library Search also has this ability in some of its databases. The thing to note is none of these methods is truly complete and comprehensive because no database or search covers the entirety of journal publications or the Internet. So in this example, I'm going to use this article by Pope, Roper and Qualter from 2012, The Influence of Emotional Intelligence on Academic Progress and the Achievement in UK University Students. It's important to note this article has been published for some time. This means that the academic community will have had time to read this article, to incorporate it into their own research and then respond with their own articles. You will find more recent material will have less cited references. This is because it has not been through the complete academic process of read, digested, incorporated into their research and then published in their own work. So I'm going to take the article title and put this into Google Scholar as our first example. So I'm going to cut and paste the article title into the search and click on the magnifying glass. Now one result has come up, and rather than click on the link to go into the article itself, what I want to do is look at the cited by. And this is cited by 57. By clicking on this link here, it gives me the list of all the articles that have since used the paper by Pope in 2012. So I can scroll through this list and click on these links and read papers that are potentially influenced by and linked to the original article, all of which will have been published since 2012. By clicking on this full text link, it will take me straight through to the full text subscription that we have at the University of Sunderland. The other thing that we can do is we can tailor the search a little bit further. So if I want more recent papers, I can click on since 2019 and it will show me now just 11 results. So these are the ones that are more up to date. So I might want to look at this one here, duck to water or fish out of water. And by clicking on that link, so here we'll see the abstract and the references, and if I scroll down quickly to P, there we have the Pope article. So you can see it's been cited, and if we wanted to read it in full we could ask for an interlibrary loan. So the second method, again, if I cut and paste the article into Google this time, what we can see here is we're looking for the journal page. Now this is the top result that's come back here. So Taylor and Francis, this stands for TNF Online. And if I click on the link, it's going to take me into the journal page and the article. But what you can also see is it has the cited by from Google Scholar as well. So if I click on this link here, and we've entered the Taylor and Francis website, then what we can do here is we can look at the metrics. So this shows us citations from Crossref, Web of Science and Scopus. Crossref is a platform that looks across lots of different journal publishers. Web of Science and Scopus are multidisciplinary databases that capture citation information for measuring research impact. So if we looked at the Crossref list, we can see here a number of articles, so there's 11 here. And what's interesting here is the top article is this duck to water or fish out of water, which was exactly what we saw in Google Scholar as well. So you will find when you do these searches, if you do go to more than one place, you will see duplication of material, of articles that are citing it. And that's not a bad thing, that just shows you that the process is working and it's been picked up by more than one place. So if we go back to metrics, look at Web of Science, again this will show here a list of articles that we can either access and view the abstract, and we can take this information if we needed to and put that into an interlibrary loan as well if we wanted to read that article in full, if we didn't have a full text subscription to it. So finally we can use library search as well. So again, putting the article title in full into the journal search, clicking on the magnifying glass, and here the top result is that article. Now within Discover we have lots of different databases underneath that are all bringing back results, and you can see here listed that it's from the database Education Research Complete. And there's other ones that have a similar match that are from different databases. The key thing is that we need to be in the database itself rather than in the overarching Discover service. So what we need to do is go into Databases A to Z, and now that I know that it comes from Education Research Complete, I click on that link, and again cut and paste the article title in. We're searching Education Research Complete, and again it is the top answer, but what we have are cited references and time cited within this database, so that's something that we didn't have before. So by clicking on the link, I've got all the same information. I can access the article itself if I wanted to. So if we click on time cited in this database, we have two results. So they're published in May 2018 and May 2019. So again, more up to date than the research that we've started with, that Pope article from 2012. So there's only two references here, and this is because Education Research Complete is a much smaller database than, say, searching through Google Scholar or through the journal homepage. So I've shown you three different ways that you can do forward citation trails. You don't have to complete all three every single time. You may find that you get enough information from just using the first option of Google Scholar, but this shows you all the different places that you can pick up cited reference information from. And finally, just because an article has lots of citations or use by other researchers doesn't mean that it's the best research. Sometimes it's because other researchers are refuting or challenging the research. That's also really important to know. Forward citation trails offer some avenues for exploring other articles and reading more recent research. If you have any further questions about this or anything else, you can chat to us using our library talk, you can email us, or you can connect with us on social media. I hope this has been useful, and good luck with your searching.